The Maximals are a new faction jumping into the war on Earth in Transformers Rise the Beast, and in this video, I'll be going over how the Maximal tribe's history ties into the film, any early first looks at them, and why their connections to Autobots will play a major role in the movie. The origins of our new Maximals can be traced back to the same show Rise the Beast is based off, Transformers Beast Wars. In this series, the Maximals come into existence after the Autobots and Decepticons from the original G1 cartoon signed a peace treaty, which ended the long war between them. The Autobots soon after created new technology, downsizing them to smaller, more energy efficient bodies, whilst renaming themselves from Autobots to the Maximals. Unfortunately, with the Decepticons following suit and upgrading into the Predacons, the two factions uneasily coexisted on a Cybertron in a tense Cold War-like peace. It wasn't until a rogue Predacon cell, led by a new Megatron, stole a relic left by his namesake and travelled back in time to prehistoric Earth, that a band of Maximals led by Optimus Primal took action and followed them. With both groups crashing into the planet, they soon discovered that it was rich in their fuel source, Energon. The downside, however, was that it meant they couldn't survive outside for long, in either their robot or vehicle modes. Thus, they scanned the DNA of Earth's animals, who had evolved to survive the harsh Energon radiation, taking on their iconic beast modes, and thus the Beast Wars began. Whilst it's unlikely the Maximals will be as small in Rise of the Beast, we do know that they similarly travel back in time to ancient Incan Machu Picchu after the Predacons. And thanks to this teaser, we know it's almost the exact same team from Beast Wars Season 1. Optimus Primal, Air Razor, Rhinox, Rat Trap, and Cheetor, and possibly one extra, but I'll get to him in just a second. Their leader, Optimus Primal, has been described as an experienced force to be reckoned with, and very protective of the Maximals under his care. We do have some official concept art for both Primal and Cheetor, but I think our feline friend will look a lot different and more furry in the movie. With Primal, however, we do have his movie toy and a mask based on his beast mode, which gives us a better look at how he will appear in the film. It will also be interesting to see whether Rise the Beast will have any of the Predacons switch sides, as both Dinobot and Black Arachnia essentially defected from the Predacons in both Beast Wars and Kingdom, and both can be spotted on the same mural. As to the role they'll play in Transformers Rise the Beast, it will potentially be similar to their part in the Netflix series, with the Maximals yet again travelling back in time from a dystopian future to stop the Predacons from messing with the timeline. The two factions ultimately battle at Machu Picchu, with the Maximals claiming victory and entombing the Predacons until the present day. Centuries later, due to the arrival of the Terracons and possible re-emergence of the Predacons, the Maximals eventually team up with their Autobot ancestors to battle against new threats. The last time we saw the Autobots and Maximals work together in Transformers Kingdom, it didn't start off that well, with Optimus Primal even blaming Optimus Prime for killing off their homeworld and for him running rampant as Nemesis. Although Rise the Beast version of the future looks quite similar, with instead Scourge's Terracons slaying and terrorizing the Maximals, I believe the relationship between the two factions won't be as strained. Remember that mystery Maximal I mentioned earlier? Well, it's Bumblebee, and despite him being an Autobot, it seems like he may be getting a Beast Mode. Alongside the leaked Primal figure, there have been listings of a Beast Mode Bumblebee lined up for the Rise the Beast toy line. Hence, we could see the Maximals and Autobots get along quite well, with them even sharing their transformation technology to help with the final battle. Gimmick or not, I think it's pretty cool either way, as we could see toys of the other Autobots with Beast Modes. Do you guys want to see the Autobots transform into beasts, and what do you want to see from the Maximals? Have a great day and don't forget to subscribe.